Good afternoon, everybody. I'm pleased to share some time with Dr. Dana Tribble. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Doing all right. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. I think I want to start off by just telling me a little bit about where you're from, where you grew up,
Sure.
and what you do for fun as a kiddo.
Yes, absolutely. So I am originally from Wilmington, Illinois. It's about an hour south of Chicago. Came here in 2005 on a volleyball scholarship. My coach at the time was from Michigan, and so a lot of her teammates from when she played in college were from the Great Lakes area. So I played travel ball or club volleyball, and with her actual teammate from Grand Valley, and so that's how I was recruited to come to Arkansas Tech. Played volleyball for 4 years, pursued a Bachelor of Science in Business Administration and Management Marketing from Arkansas Tech University, and then wasn't sure exactly what I was going to do. I'm a firm believer it's hard to know what you want to do until you actually do it.
Yeah.
And so I decided to stay after several conversations here at Arkansas Tech and pursue what was then College Student Personnel Master's Program.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the Higher Education Student Affairs Master's Program.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you kind of got your academic upbringing here at Tech.
Yes, I did.
So what happened after that?
After that, I had worked in the community several jobs doing marketing and sales. I also worked as a graduate assistant at Arkansas Tech during my tenure in my master's program. After that, I just had this dream of working on Arkansas Tech campus. And in 2011, I became part of the College to Career Center. It was a temporary funded program for the College of Business for recruiting, marketing, and retaining College of Grad students and helping them really with career placement, help with alumni outreach and bringing our grads back to campus to share and pour into our current students. It was a great experience, and from there I applied for the Director of Career Services position in the Division of Student Affairs, where I worked for several years just supporting students with their educational endeavors and professional career goals.
Okay.
Yes.
And so you got all this kind of foundational things happening, right? Tell me about your doctoral program. What did you choose and why? Talk about that pathway.
Yes, absolutely. So while I was serving as the Director of Career Services, I served on several search committees, and I could see the writing on the wall. Like, if you didn't have a terminal degree, this was going to be your position forever. And not that that's a bad thing, but I had different goals, and I had a great support system in the College of Business from the time I was an undergrad till working with all of them. And during that time, I had a lot of positive influences in terms of seeking a faculty position. And again, everybody we were hiring above the director position had a terminal degree. So in 2014, I decided to apply for a apply to the doctoral program at University of Central Arkansas. It's a PhD in leadership, and was accepted and began that journey in July of 2014, just a few months before welcoming my first child. And so, yes,
it's a lot, yeah.
It was a lot. And so 6 years later and 3 kids later, I finished my PhD in May of 2020.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So you get done with your PhD.
Yes.
And you're thinking, I want to get into this faculty life, this faculty role. What did that landscape look like, and how did you land where you're at?
Okay. So during my time I was pursuing my PhD at UCA, I did stay really connected with my network here at Arkansas Tech University, because this is also where I was living, and I was able to do some contract work with redeveloping first year experience courses or teaching for Upward Bound in the summer, like the Tech 1013 classes. I also served as an adjunct in fall of 2019 and taught 9 hours of the first year experience course. And the way things work out are so strange. So the spring semester comes around, and I'm approaching graduation, also about to welcome my 3rd child. And the individual who was in the position over the first year experience courses, she left Tech. And so being working as an adjunct that semester before and being close with those colleagues in the department, they had asked me to step in as interim. And so I was able to do that from home because of COVID.
Yeah.
And so a few weeks went by and they started a job description and they posted the position. And in my mind, I said, I'm not going to work for 2 years. Like, I'm not even going to apply because I need a break. Like, I've been go. But a tenure track faculty position in my in the town I'm living in, what I call my hometown,
Sure, yeah.
and home institution, I could not pass up the opportunity to at least try. And so I applied, got an interview, and got the position in which I started in August of 2020.
Yeah, and I would say I speak for the campus that we feel very lucky to have you.
Thank you.
So you get the faculty position, and now you're in kind of what I would say the job you're looking for, right?
Yes.
So to speak.
Yes.
At the same campus where you had your academic upbringing.
Yes.
How does it feel to be? So tell me a little bit about your academic program you're in now, and how it feels to kind of give back to that student body.
Absolutely. So currently I serve as the assistant professor in the Master of Science in Higher Ed and Student Affairs program, which, like you said, I'm a graduate of, but I also am the director of the Tech 1001 and Tech 1013 classes. So I kind of get to pour back into undergrad with the creation of the curriculum and really training and fostering a community with our graduate assistants who are teaching those classes. And I also get to pour back into the program that I was so fortunate to be a part of and got me into the position I am today. And I find it very rewarding. Like, I tell people this is the best job. I love what I do. I love being able to help people, either whether it's further their degree for just a career advancement or a financial advancement or just maybe a career transition. I love working with all of my students case by case and just helping them reach their goals and creating lifelong learners. I also try to advocate, learning is lifelong, and so that's something we don't ever want to quit.
Sure, absolutely. One of the reasons we wanted to chat with you, I guess, or I wanted to have you here is to talk a little bit about the AB2M, the Advanced Bachelor's to Master's, which sometimes I get those, the AB2M program. Could you tell us a little bit about the undergrad students, that pathway, and then the grad program, kind of link that discussion?
Yes, so our AB2M track, we have several different degrees that are a part of that program, psychology, sociology, first two that come to mind. And those students who have extra room in their degree plan are actually able to start taking our classes before they graduate. And so they get to take these classes at the undergraduate rate, and they also can start making progress towards a master's degree before they've even finished their bachelor's degree. So what makes it super intriguing is they could definitely get complete enough hours to that around the 5-year mark. They'll have already graduated with their undergrad and then also their graduate degree.
It's a great bang for the buck, right?
Yes.
So tell me a little bit about the grad program.
Yes, so we have 2 certificates in our program. We have an academic advising certificate, which is 12 hours, and it helps prepare individuals who are wanting to go into advising of any kind. That could be career advising, academic advising, working with registered student organizations. I mean, we're all kind of advisors in the field of student affairs. And then we also have a new certificate we're really excited about. It was just recently approved. It is the college athlete advising certificate. And what that is geared towards, we have a ton of those in the athletic department that may be serving as GAs or assistant or head coaches that are part of our program. Because they want to learn more about college student development. They want to understand the college student holistically. They want to understand how and when and where we offer support, when we refer. So it's a great piece where they are able to take the content from our program and apply it to their jobs. And so we wanted to be a little bit more accommodating to them as well and provide a little bit deeper of a lens on what does it look like to focus on the college athlete.
Sure.
Since that is their main student population. And so what's neat, also with coaching, there's a lot of transition. You might go from one institution to the next based on the position you're in. So this specific certificate could allow our those who are interested in working in athletics an opportunity to pursue that certificate in just 12 hours. So if they wanted to take 3 hours in the fall and they're only here for a semester or a season, then they're able to just complete that certificate in one more class.
Sure. Oh no, that's awesome, and See, like you said, it seemed to me like a very specialized but important piece of that
Absolutely.
puzzle, so to speak. Thank you. The other part that I'm curious about is I know that you serve in a professional association, professional organization, and I really want to hear more about that. So can you tell me about that?
Absolutely. So I currently serve as the president of the Arkansas Council for Women in Higher Education. So we're super thrilled to have the annual conference back in person, especially with it being here at Arkansas Tech University. Yes, our topic for this conference is Leading with Purpose.
Okay.
So navigating change in higher education landscape, and so very relevant to the world we're living in.
Absolutely.
We have an excellent speaker from ACE coming to share with all of us. And the whole point of the organization is to really promote women in higher education, whether that be through mentorship, through professional development. We also have started a new ACWE scholarship, so we're hoping that we can touch into a little bit into the graduate student population and offer a scholarship to a graduate student who's also part of our organization or interested in our organization. So it's just been it's been an honor to serve in this capacity, and it's been a great opportunity to meet women all across the state of Arkansas.
So remind us again what it is.
It's called Arkansas Council for Women in Higher Education, and we call it ACWE a lot.
And so how can they find it? You can Google
Oh yeah,
that,
if you just go to acwe.org, we have a website where you can learn more about us. You can see upcoming events. We have monthly initiatives. We have a fall and spring professional development day. We have an annual conference. We have a mentorship program that's about to get off the ground. We have a ton of resources and opportunities for all to get involved and to have a community.
And Arkansas Tech is lucky to have the sitting president.
Thank you.
And I know that there's been a kind of a culture of involvement from this campus in that, right?
Yes. Huge shout out to Dr. Nichols, who brought this organization to surface. She heard about it and she knew it was going to most likely be dissolved, and she said, would y'all be interested in taking this and kind of running with it? And one of my colleagues and friends, she was the first contact, and she reached out to all of us and said, hey, would y'all want to be part of this? And of course, we're all in. That's something we're passionate about. That's who we are. How can we better support each other? And so Arkansas Tech has had a huge presence on the exec board and in all leadership capacities. But we are super grateful that there are other institutions that have also really stepped up the last few years and taken some of the pressure off of Arkansas Tech for running the whole thing. And that's the whole purpose of the organization. We want faces from all across the state.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So I think the last thing I'd ask, and something that I just am curious about, I don't know if curious is the right word, if you were to, I guess there's different ways to look at it, whether you're looking back at your younger self, or maybe there's a student on campus that's coming to you and says, Dr. Tribble, what advice would you give me as I explore options on campus, or I explore life on campus, or I don't know exactly what my direction is, I'm still finding my way. What kind of advice would you give young students that are exploring the world as they come on campus?
Yes, okay, so advice I would give them is get involved. Get involved and network. I think networking is critical. I think a lot of how you end up in places in life is because who you know and the impression you give those individuals. I think that's also very important. Getting involved, making the most out of your experiences, really putting 110% in all you do. You can't do it all, so you want to narrow what you are putting effort into to make sure that it also feeds you and provides you with joy and happiness and all the things. But I also would say never stop dreaming, never stop learning, and take every challenge as an opportunity to grow.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me.
Dr. Tribble.